Hi guys, welcome to another Barb Stamps video. Today we're going to make this card using the Country Home stamp set along with our galvanized clips and our braided linen trim and some of our ribbon, and then we've got some of our Stampin' Blends markers. So stay tuned here. I'm going to get my supplies and I'll be right back. All right, here's the supplies that we're going to need. We're going to need an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of mint macaron that's folded in half, a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of Whisper White, a 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 piece of Blackberry Bliss as a layer, a scrap for an oval, a scrap for a sentiment, and a 4 by 2 3/4 inch piece of the Country Lane Designer Series paper. Okay, so we're going to do a little die cutting first. I'm going to take this piece here and I am going to crop it with the number 5 straight oval out of our Layering Ovals collection. So I'll run this through the Big Shot machine. I'll be right back. All right, here's my oval. So I've got the sentiment out of the stamp. So this is Simply Thankful for All the Good Things. And we're going to stamp that. Use the mint macaron. And I'll just ink that up. And I'm going to stamp that right here on this oval. Okay. All right, we'll clean that off with our Stampin' Chamois here. All right, and then I'm going to bring in my Blackberry Bliss. And I'm going to ink up the same stamp again. And I'm just going to stamp it on a scrap. And all I really need is the word thankful. And I'm just going to fussy cut that out with my scissors. Okay, so where are my scissors? So I'm going to speed up the camera so you don't have to watch me do the whole thing. Okay. And then I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to place it over the top of that there with a couple of mini dimensionals. Bring in a piercing tool here. It'll just make it easier to get the dimensionals off the sheet. Okay, and then we'll just peel the little paper backings off. And then I'm just going to set that right over the top of that word there. Just like that. So that is ready to go. Move these things out of the way. Okay, next we're going to work on this white layer here. And I have one of the floral images from the set and my Memento Black ink. Ink that up. And I kind of want that to be just above wherever this paper is going to end. So I'm just going to lay my paper down, ink up my stamp, see about where I want that to go, move the paper out of the way, and then stamp the image so that when I end up putting my paper back on there and my sentiment right here, it'll just look like a nice little flower spray. So I'm going to color this with my Stampin' Blends markers. So let me move some of these things out of the way here. I'm just going to allow that to dry for just a second. And so while I'm doing that, I am going to need a little piece of this braided linen thread or braided linen trim from the holiday catalog. And I'm just going to tie a bow with this. So I just make 2 loops, cross them, pull one underneath the other, and then I just manipulate them until the bow is the size that I want. So I've already done that, and I have that right here. And that's going to go right on one of our galvanized clips. So that's going to be on the back of the project. This is probably dry now. So I'm going to bring in some Stampin' Blends markers. I've got the Mango Melody combo pack. I've got the Cajun Craze combo pack and the Blackberry Bliss combo pack. I also have my Mint Macaron Stampin' Right marker. So I'm going to go ahead and color this in. I'll zoom it in just a little bit, and I'm going to speed up the camera once again just because sometimes coloring can be boring. So we'll just get this done here. This is my dark Blackberry Bliss, so I'm just going to cover just a couple of these little dots. And then I'm going to bring in my light marker and do the other dots. I guess they're not dots. They must be some kind of a flower. All right. Now we're going to use the dark Mango Melody. Just add a little bit of the dark down at the bottom of all of these little puffs. Okay. And now we'll bring in the light and do a little blending. Okay, now we'll bring in the light Cajun Craze. And the dark right in the center there. And then we'll bring in that dark Blackberry Bliss. And then the light. All right, I'll zoom back out. Okay, now we can do some assembly. Got some snail adhesive here that I'll just use on this piece of Designer Series paper. Just line that up on all sides, these 3 sides. Oops, it's upside down. Yikes. Oh, good thing. I noticed that before I really pressed it into place. Okay. All right, so then that's going to go like this. So I do need to color a piece of ribbon. All right, so I've got some of our silver edged metallic ribbon, and I'm going to color it with the dark Blackberry Bliss marker. I'm going to use the brush end, and all you do is you just color it. Very simple, just like I'm doing here, all the way along as you need it. I already have a piece that I did earlier, so that one's done, and we'll use that. All right, so we're just going to cover the seam where the Designer Series paper meets the floral arrangement there. So I'll just flip that and attach that to the back. And we'll run this little piece straight across there like that. And there we go. And then this piece we're going to layer onto this Blackberry Bliss. So I've got some of my liquid glue here, and we'll just go ahead and get the whole thing done. And there's just a tiny bit that's going to show on the Blackberry Bliss layer. Okay. Press that into place, and then we'll do this other layer here onto the main card base. Okay, and then we have our sentiment piece here, and we'll go ahead and add a couple of dimensionals, maybe one at the bottom and one on each side. I'm not going to really do it at the top because it's going to go just over my ribbon, and so I think this will hold it up nicely. And about like so. Okay. And then I've got one of our galvanized clips right here. They come in a little container like this. You get 24 of them in the package. They are fun. And I'm just going to slide that behind that Blackberry Bliss layer, just like that. And then I'm going to attach my little bow that I made out of our braided linen trim with a glue dot. Find my glue dot here, and I'll just put it right in the center of that clip, just like that, and the card is done. So thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel down here in the corner. Be sure to shop at my store, shoppingwithbarb.com, for all your Stampin' Up! Supplies. I do offer free gifts with purchase every month. I have started some online classes, so check those out on my blog at barbstamps.com. Thank you!